What's up, Mavletic lovers, and welcome back to Maverick Postgame. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very happy to be back in studio and get back to talking about some CMU sports. I'd also love to welcome on our new co-host of the show, Brandy McLean.
Very happy to be here and be a part of the show.
With that being said, let's get into all the game-breaking stats, off-the-wall wins, heartbreaking losses, and in-depth analysis of our CMU athletics.
Hello everyone, I'm Brandy McLean.
And I'm Justin Platt. Now, let's take a look at all the Mavtastic action that took place this week here at CMU. Starting off strong with women's volleyball, the Mavericks now move to 4-0 for the first time since 2014. Mesa's first victory of the weekend came against Northwest Nazarene in a score of 3-2. In the game against Nazarene Nighthawks, balance was the name of the game. 5 different Mavericks tallied double-doubles in the exciting come-from-behind 5-set victory. After starting off slow and falling to 2-0, the Mavericks roared back and became an unstoppable Maroon and Gold monster, unleashing victories of 29-27, 25-10, and 15-5 in a 3-set sweep that turned the Nazarene Nighthawks into the Nazarene Night Doves. As a team, the Mavericks were hot, finishing with a 68-51 advantage over Nazarene. CMU hit at a 30% attack, while holding Nazarene to below average 17% in the same category. Stars of the game included freshman right side hitter Gabrielle Vogt, who finished with a career-high 14 kills. Also in the spotlight was reigning Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Player of the Week, Maddie Fouts, who finished with 13 kills of her own, as well as 16 digs in her second straight double-double. However, Maddie was not alone in this double-double decker of a game, as Sabrina Vandalist, Erin Norwood, and Emily Tucker also joined the party, each scoring double-doubles of their own.
Then in Game 2 of the weekend, it was Westminster's turn to face CMU's Volley Beasts on the court. In this matchup, Mesa started strong, winning Game 1 in a score of 27-25. After falling behind and losing round 2, Mesa stayed true to their balanced scheme and dominated, winning rounds 3 and 4 by more than 8 points. The final score of the Mesa 3 to Westminster 1. The Mavericks will look to stay undefeated next week as they take on CSU Pueblos and Chadron States next Saturday.
Moving on to men's basketball, for the second straight game, CMU went into overtime. This week against the Fort Lewis Skyhawks, Mesa stuck to their game plan and stayed strong in a come-from-behind 74-72 victory. The game started off stale for the Mavs, falling behind 29-34 in the first half before tying the game with 38 points in the second. In overtime, competition was fierce. But as stated before, the Mavericks were able to clutch up by a 2-point margin for the win, sending them to 11-0 while sending the Skyhawks into the dirt. As a team, the Mavs shot at an impressive 44% field goal percentage and a solid 25% three-point percentage. While they lost the turnover battle 23-14, the Mavericks were able to hang on and ultimately knock off the Birds. The stars of this game was senior guard Georgie Dancer, who put up a massive 26 points.
While CMU started off the season so strong, the other end of the stick was bound to drop. Mesa dropped their loss off the season to Western Colorado in a score of 78-72. While Mesa kept it close, they weren't able to compete with the Mountaineers' 12 three-pointers. Christopher Speller, the freshman guard, led the Mavs with 19 points, followed by fellow freshman guard Reese Johnson, who scored 16. So while the Mavericks did lose, at least it's nice to see some young Mavletes making plays. Those younger players could come up big in the postseason if the Mavericks continue on their season pace. Speaking of season pace, next step for the Mavericks will be to take on Westminster at home this Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. in Bronson Arena.
We're going to finish up this week's recap with an absolutely star-studded dominant performance from women's basketball. CMU earned their 10th win of the season last Friday over RMAC rival Fort Lewis in a score of 71-49. The Mavs held the Skyhawks from just 32% on the field. Unfortunately, that was the only thing that they could hold on to, as Fort Lewis committed 17 turnovers. The Mavs took advantage of Fort Lewis's loose grip, scoring 28 points off of those turnovers and never letting go of the lead. As a team, the Mavs shot at a superb 42% from the field and an outstanding 38% from the three. The leading scorer of the game once again was senior guard Kylan Rigsby, who had 26 points and is a personal friend of the show. She was followed by sophomore guard Natalie Bartle with 17 points. Mesa's next match will be at home against Westminster Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Man, it was a really bad weekend to be a Hawk against Mesa.
Very true. Birds were definitely dropping this week in Mesa County. Before we close the show, let's take a look at our Maverick of the Week. Our Maverick of the Week goes to senior guard Georgie Dancer, who put up 26 points in the Mavs win over the Skyhawks last Friday. Dancer made 8 field goals, 8 free throws, and 2 3-pointers. Dancer was the leading scorer on the court, followed by the next closest sophomore, forward Ethan Menzies, who had 19 points. Congratulations, Georgie, for your stellar performance. You are our Maverick of the Week. Congratulations.
Hold me close for Georgie Dancer, am I right? Dang, 26 points for him and Kylan is super impressive. Mesa's got a lot of factors that are going to help push these teams to potential back-to-back championships.
I couldn't agree more. The experience and the leadership of the veterans like Dancer and Ringsby mixed with the young talent on those teams definitely bodes well for us.
With that being said, that's just about wraps it up for this week's episode. Once again, welcome back fans of Maverick Postgame and CMU Athletics. Thank you all for joining us. I'm your host, Justin Platt.
And I'm Brandy McLean.
We'll catch you next week on an all-new recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. Stay safe, study hard, and of course, have yourselves a Mesa